Hi, this video is going to show you how to use a site called TimeToast to make timelines and then use it in your Google Classroom to assign it to your students and have them turn in the assignment. On the right-hand side, we have the teacher's account in Google Classroom. On the left-hand side, we have a student account in Google Classroom. To begin with, as a teacher, I'm going to decide which class this is going to be for. So here's the class I want to put this assignment in. After I load that class, I'm going to go ahead and add a new assignment. I will title the assignment. I can also put instructions, which are optional if I'd like. I can set a due date, or I can toggle it off if I wish not to set a date at this time. I can choose which other classes I would like to have this assignment as well. And then I need a link from the site that I'm going to be using. As I said, this is called timetoast.com, so I'm going to copy this URL, go back to Google Classroom, and go ahead where I have the link and just paste the link for TimeToast and add it. So my students will easily be able to click this link to get to the TimeToast site. Now I'm going to go ahead and assign that to my class. As a student over here on the left-hand side, if the student goes into the class, they will then see this assignment. They'll be able to go over to Open, and they'll be able to see the link right here and open up TimeToast. Now when you first go to TimeToast, it's going to ask you to sign up for an account. Students will choose the free or public account, and then they'll have to choose a username, put in an email and a password and a security question and make an account. I already have an account created for this site, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now that I've signed into TimeToast, I would go and click on Add a Timeline. As a student, though, I've already created a timeline. I'm in the middle of working on this, so I can go to my Wisconsin history timeline that's right here and go ahead and edit this timeline that I started. I'm making a timeline of important events in Wisconsin history. So I've put on quite a few events, as you can see already, and if I just click on one of these, it'll open up and show me how I can simply put in a title, a description. I could insert a link if I wanted to. I'm able to bring in images, set a date. If I'd like, I can even do a time span. So from one date to another date, insert a link again and put in a time span, and as I hover over these, as I go across with my cursor, the events show up, and again I can click and see more information. So I'm about to add a new event. I'm going to go ahead and put in a title and a description. I also need to put a date. I can also set the month and the actual day in that month. I can also put an image in. When I do this, I do need to upload an image in order to use it. You can see I've uploaded quite a few images already, but I have an image that I want to upload of the Republican Party house in Ripon, Wisconsin. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It says processing image. I can go ahead and click done while I'm waiting. Now that image will show up. There it is. So I have the image here. I have all my information filled in, so I can go ahead and create that event, and it'll now add that event right to my timeline. I have to leave this public for my teacher and other peers to be able to view this. I can edit the title and picture for my timeline right in here, so I've already created that. So let's say as a student I'm ready to turn in my timeline. Right now I have just a demo timeline that's showing that somebody else created, but all I need to do as a student when I'm logged into my account is hit dashboard. That will load the timelines I've created. Here's the one I want to turn in, so I'm going to click on it once to open it up. I'm going to go right up here where the URL is of this timeline and just Control-C copy that. Then I'll be able to go back to my Google Classroom. I'll be able to go ahead and add a link. I'll be able to Control-V, paste my link and add it. It just takes a second for it to load. Now you can see my timeline has been added and I can go ahead and turn this in. On the teacher's end, I'll be able to see that one student is done. I'll be able to go into that student and I'll be able to go and click and open up that student's timeline. I'll be able to view their timeline of Wisconsin history. I'll be able to click here and see the different pieces of information that they've added, including their images, the dates, as well as the descriptions that go with it. So I can do that for each part of the student's timeline. And then I can go ahead and go back to Google Classroom and give the student their overall grade. Then I can go ahead and return that grade to the student. I can also leave a student a comment if I'd like to. Then as a student, once I'm back here, I'll see my overall grade for this assignment and any comments that my teachers left me. So that's how you use TimeToast, a timeline maker with Google Classroom.